Thanks. Sherwin?
High Commissioner Sherwin Bryce-Pease, South African Broadcasting. You've consistently called on member states in the UN Security Council to act resolutely to prevent a wider conflict in the Middle East. Earlier this month, you said it was vital that they use their voices and influence to bring the warring parties to the negotiating table. I wonder if you can explain why you still see a remedy emanating from the members of the UN Security Council that day in and day out show you that they are incapable of arresting the situation, they are incapable of stopping conflicts, let alone preventing them. So I wonder if you can just comment why we seek a solution from a council and the members therein that demonstrate their inability to stop this. In addition to that, could you also comment on the international judicial processes that are underway? We have provisional measures that have been handed down by the International Court of Justice. They have gone unimplemented, and you have an ICC process. The prosecutor has asked for arrest warrants. 3 of those probably no longer hold, right? But in May. And so 150 days later, the pre-trial chamber is dragging its feet in terms of coming out with a decision. And I wonder what the impact of that is on the human rights on the ground.
So it is important to hold to account each and every body that has responsibility in the international system, and the Security Council is part of it. In fact, the Security Council has pronounced itself and asked for a ceasefire. Let's not forget this. The issue now is to make sure that it actually gets implemented. The same is when it comes to the provisional measures of the International Court of Justice. There were 3 provisional measures that have been issued. They are binding. They need to be implemented, and each and every member state, not just of the United Nations, but of everywhere, has an interest that international law is respected. My role is to constantly point this out so that it doesn't get forgotten, because we actually have an international legal system that is there to be used, and it's to be used robustly, and it's to be used by each and every member state that cares about the rule of law.